Hi everybody, hello, it's Sunday again. Can you believe it? How quickly do the weeks pass? Incredible. Anyway, oh, hang on, I've got volume somewhere. Where's my volume gone then? There? Anyway, oh, hang on, I've got volume somewhere. That's it. I've shut that woman up. She's too much. Anyway, you may notice that I'm actually sitting this way on, whereas forwards is here. So you're going to get a good look at this side of my face today. I hope it's my good side. Anyway, I was just messing around this morning and I thought I'd make a Valentine's card. I never make cards. I think maybe I've made 3 in my life. 2, maybe 2 or 3. But I thought that I would make a Valentine card and I've no idea why. I was just swept along with the romance of everything. There's no romance. I was just swept along. Anyway, I've made this, and now I've made it, I can see where all my problems are, and what I want to change and what I want to do differently. So I thought we'd start with that before we move on to the drawers, which is right here beside me. I did put pearls on for you, Judy. I don't know if I like them or not. Anyway, they're on. So I am going to send this out to somebody, and I'll just say right now, when you get it, it's been splashed with a little bit of shiny pink inadvertently. So I'm sorry about that, but the sentiment remains the same, whoever I send it to. So that's that. Let's make a start on making a card. So I've got my mixed media paper, and I've cut it to 4 1/4 by 6, not for any particular reason, apart from the other day Mr. F got me some embossing folders from a charity shop, and that seems to be the size that it is, so that's what I'm going with. So this will fit through my little MIDI thing, you know what I mean, die cut machine thing. And it's a crafter's companion thing anyway. So come here, little fella. Let's turn you around that way. There you go. Now with this MIDI, if you've got one of their sort of 3D folders, you don't need to put any plates or anything in with it. If you've got a 2D one, it comes with a purple shim, and you have to put the shim and the folder and the paper through. So I'm not spraying this or anything. It's mixed media paper. It should stand up to it okay, I think. So here goes. Let's go. It's going through very easily. Almost like it's not doing anything. Too much stuff at the back. There we go. Let me put that away before we look at it and see. Oh yes, oh that's worked out rather nicely. Can you see that? It's got a bit lumpy bumpy there. I don't quite know why that is, but it'll be all right. It'll be fine. Maybe I should have had it further down. I don't know. Anyway, it's okay. It's fine. Let's not worry about little things like that. So I want to colour it, but I don't want to colour it as much as this. This has got too much colour on for my liking. The problem was I didn't have the pink in any other shade of pink, rather than I just had whatever I had. What's this? Picked raspberry, which is a very vibrant pink. And then that is lumberjack plaid oxide, which is, of course, it's dulled down. The pink's shouting out. So altogether, there's a bit too much colour going on there. So anyway, what I thought was, those of you that watch me during the week will know that I now have some new Timmy towels, courtesy of the charity shop. Yeah, I'm talking to you there and you're there. Sorry. And it's washed and ready to go, but yet I'm still using this. It's quite artistic, really, isn't it? Yeah, let's just say that. So I'm going to damp this down like so. And this time I'm not going to use the oxide. I am going to use Lumberjack Distress Spray, but not the oxide one, because I want it to be a little bit brighter. So I'm just going to go for it. See what happens. So let's add some water to that. See if we can get this to move around. Just want it kind of in the middle. But I do want it to pick up that embossing if I can. Yeah, it's doing all right, doing all right, doing all right. Just got this line along the bottom that I don't want, so dab that off. That's looking quite nice. I could add more water to it and get it to spread out that way, but I have a plan. I found this Cosmic Shimmer Airless Mister in a drawer when we were tidying up the other day, and it's pink. It's a very light pink colour, so I'll give that a go. But I think what I want to do first is just dry this a bit. Yeah, let's dry it a bit and see what happens. We can always wet it again, that's the thing with Distress. Yeah, Tony Vince was pointing out to me the other day that when I was drying things, my heater was glowing red. My dryer, should I say, was glowing red. And I don't think it's supposed to. It's making a weird noise anyway. I think there's something wrong with it. So I've reported it to the powers that be, and they will get round to checking it when they can fit me into their busy schedule.
If you take a ticket and your number comes up in the corner,
right,
I'm ready for that.
Okay, what number are you on at the minute?
1.
Oh, I'm number 2.
Yep.
So I'll be next.
Indeed.
See that lumberjack plaid when it dries? How is that in anybody's mind red? That is not red. Here I go again, I'm ranting. I'll stop it. But I just want to say it's pink. Right, that's probably dry enough. Right, I'm going to get my faux splat box out. You can see I've already had a go with this pink. It went everywhere. And I'm just going to try and get it down now. Can you see? Oh yeah, you can see. You alright? Roll call, yes, let's do roll call.
Take a roll call. First off, Debbie Harper, who's a new subscriber.
Hello Debbie, thanks for joining along, welcome.
Sinead.
Hi Sinead.
Judy H.
Hello, see, look, it's gone all drippy again. Hiya Judy, how are you doing?
Janya.
Hello lovely Janya.
Tam.
Hi Tam, can we just suspend the roll call for a second, because I can't concentrate on the roll call while I'm doing this. Yeah, I think that's okay. Sorry Mr. F. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. Maybe a little bit more up this top end. I'm a bit lethal with this thing, to be honest with you. There we go. Got a bit of a gap situation up this top. I don't know why. Oi, don't even know where that went. No doubt find out later. Right, I'm just going to dry that edge there. Right, let's do the roll call and then I'll carry on with this.
You know what we've got up to? Should I start again?
Judy, start again.
Sinead.
Hi Sinead.
Judy H.
Hello Judy H.
Janya.
Hiya lovely Janya.
Tam.
Hi Tam.
Roz.
Hello Roz. Hello Jim.
Amanda.
Hi Amanda.
Catherine.
Hello Catherine.
Jilly.
Hiya Jilly. Thank you for my lovely happy mail.
Dolly.
Hiya Dolly.
Louise.
Hello Louise.
Judy G.
Hello Judy G.
Deborah.
Hi Deborah.
Mike.
Hiya Mike.
Carol.
Hi Carol.
Misty.
Hello, Misty.
Connie.
Hi, Connie.
Rhoda.
Hello, Rhoda.
Debbie Harper again, who's a newbie.
Hello, Debbie,
Oh,
and
she
you're
was first
still
time,
very
wasn't she?
welcome.
Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Hi, Will.
Jean.
Hiya, Jean.
Ellen.
Hi, Ellen.
Connie.
Hi, Connie.
Matty.
Hi, Matty.
Candice.
Hiya, Candice.
Jaded Kimmy.
Jaded Kimmy. Oh, Kimmy, I don't know what's jaded you, but I hope you're all right.
Tracy.
Hiya, Tracy.
Marbeth.
Hi, Marbeth.
Joan.
Hiya, Joan.
I think that's everybody.
Okay, well, thank you very much indeed, everybody that's turned out. JJ. Hi, JJ. Just caught you there. Lovely.
Lorna.
Lorna. Hi, Lorna. Right, so back to this. It's quite sparkly, this pink stuff. I might have to go back in with the red, actually, because this is taking over everywhere. Way. See if I can just get it to run through the embossing bit. Yeah, there we go. Let's just dry that off along there. Oh, now it looks a bit pale. Oh, blimey, add a bit, take a bit away. There we go. It's a cosmic shimmer spray, this. Ooh. It's called an airless mister. Not to be mistaken with a hairless mister, who could be your husband.
Or Mike.
Oh, Mike. I'm not saying that, it's cheeky. So there we are. It needs some more pink down there, doesn't it? Let's be fair. Oh yeah, that's the right one. Don't get carried away with the water. Right, there we go. There we go. There we go. The only thing is that, I mean, look at all the pink I've got here. It's lunacy. Lunacy. Got a whole bottle of pink in my drip tray. Drip tray. Let's see if I can. There we go. Right, I'm going to dry that off. Then I'm going to go back in with that lumberjack pink. It's very, very shiny, that is. Actually, I don't know. I quite like that, you know. I quite like it. What does it look like? Mr. Afkin, just move your head a minute. That looks all right, doesn't it? There's a bit down here that looks a bit fish scaly. That is all I would say. So I might just try another little bit of the lumberjack down there. I'm sure you can do this much easier than I'm making it look. So how is everyone? What's everyone up to? Everybody behaving themselves? Oh, is Linda here? Hello, Linda. Been watching. You haven't missed anything very much, really. Just kind of my other version of this. That's dry enough, I think. I'm a bit worried about that heater now in case it explodes in my hand or something. Which would make brilliant YouTube, but not so good for me. I'm just going to put another little bit of that lumberjack. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Oh. Right, so I don't want much here. Just like a little bit that I'm going to water out. No Keong, I note.
You've not seen it yet. But we're still fast asleep.
Let's hope so. Right, I'm going to get a bit of blue roll at the ready. Because I fear I've put too much colour on there.
Candice says she's broke because she's bought the
Tracy's
release.
Oh, have you?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
She's got in early.
I know. I did think about doing that, you know, but I'm so anti creating craft that I thought I would wait and see if Craft Stash or somebody had it. I mean, I'm aware that it might cost me a £5 or more, which is silly really, but I just don't like creating craft. Well, I don't like the ethics. I mean, I like the channel. I watch it all the time. I think that's a little bit dark. So I'm just going to mop it a little bit. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, I think that's all right. That will do me. It actually doesn't look quite that dark in real life that it looks on the screen. Does it?
No.
No.
It's not dissimilar.
Not dissimilar, it's the same thing, so it's similar. Right, so there we are. Let's dry that off and then let's get... This was supposed to be like 5 minutes at the beginning of the live. How long have I been? Yeah, 15 minutes I've been messing around with that background colour, but never mind. Doesn't matter. I'll dry this off a bit and then we'll start on the heart. It's quite pretty actually, the shimmer. I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but it's very shimmery. Right, so I'll leave that now just for a while while we do the heart. Okay, so I've just randomly drawn a heart. That's all. Actually, do I want that pink shimmery? Yeah, I want it something. I'm wondering what. Do I want it the red heart? It's kind of pink anyway. Let's do it with the lumberjack doodah. Let's get the spray box back because you just know I'm going to have a calamity. Calamities always happen. Right, let's wet this down first and just go in with a bit of this. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. I was aiming for there, but missed. Missed woefully. Come on, roll down there. Roll down there. Okay, let's get the blue roll back again. Just mop up some of that down that side. I just need to spray the back of it just to keep it straight. It'll straighten itself out. Right. Let's, just while that's wet, let's drip some water onto it. I mean, I know it's soaking wet anyway, but just sprinkle a little bit of water. And you can see where it's gone. It's just starting to chase the ink away. I bet all you card makers are laughing your socks off watching me struggle to make a card. Yeah, that's going to be all right, I think. Just give it a minute to let it do its thing. And then mop it up. That's nice. I've mopped up a tiny bit of the colour with it, but that's fine. I'm quite happy with that. Quite like that, actually. That's all right. Let's pop that box to one side. Well, is that going to be all right on there, do you think? It's not what you'd call ultra noticeable, is it? But it is what it is. Let's dry this off. It's very wet. But I want to stamp on it, so I want it good and dry, really. So, good for you, Judy. What's Judy done?
Well, more than a case of what she's not done, which is buy anything.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's a good idea, that Candace, to mat it onto white. Very good idea.
She's not even added anything to me buy later list on Amazon.
Really? She's being so good. Is she on medication or something? Yeah, what Candace is suggesting is a very, very good idea. Because I could put that on there and I could darken the edges and it would stand out. But if I mat it onto white, as she says, it's going to look a darn sight better. So, thank you, Candace, for that. The only bit of white I've got around is this. Ooh, that's not very clean, is it? Let's try this one. Right, I drew this myself, so I'm going to have to draw it again. So...
You're going to have to draw it bigger, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just saying. Just checking.
So I'm not sure that this is going to be equal all the way around. I shall give it my best shot. Oh dear, I don't think it is, but never mind. It doesn't matter. It's all right. It'll all be all right on the night. I know. I'll sort that out. That's a bit of a muck up there. I know what I was going to say to you, and I'll say it now before I forget. Anybody that's got BritBox or whatever, have a look and see if you've got Miranda. It's just the one girl's name, Miranda. Yeah, I was looking for my eraser before and I couldn't find it. I think it's erased itself. It's got to be here somewhere. One would think. There it is, hiding under there. Yeah, it's just hysterically funny. We watched it a couple of times when it first came out, I think, but we've just started watching it again, and it's really so funny. It's laugh out loud funny. I think I've just drawn that exactly the same line, but never mind. Right, okay, well it is what it is.
Lisa Kelly said glue it first, then cut it out.
Oh no! No, you told me. I forgot a clean bit of card. That side's not too bad.
Well, you've already done that. Just glue it where you're going to put it. Let it drawn around it once. Just glue it in the middle of that.
And erase the bits that are wonky, you mean? Right, let's just glue it. Let's just glue it on. You guys are full of good ideas today. I could never become a card making channel for all the obvious the obvious faults along the way.
Matty says she's got a BritBox, so she'll look for Miranda.
Oh yeah, do Matty. I would imagine, from what I know of you, it's quite up your street. Right, so that's that there. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Where's my glue rubber? Is that going to rub that out or just make it all worse? Just make it all worse. Okay, let's just take that off there like we hadn't ever even stuck that there. I've gone through a whole piece of card now. And get that on there, can't I? Right, let's do that. Craft along with me, or not.
And for anybody that's just tuned in, we're making a Christmas card.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job I started earlier. I was going to leave this till next weekend. Oh dear. Right, let's stick this on here. Let's try not to get mucky paws all over it. It was a good idea, Candace. Right, okay. Now before I touch that, I'm going in for a baby wipe because I'm a bit mucky. And I've already wrecked almost a full piece of card, but never mind, eh? Yeah, there's loads of ink and stuff on my fingers, which is just transferring. There, I think I can't really dry them on that towel, can I? So I'll just waft them for a minute. Let's put the lid on my glue. There we go. Right, I'm gonna try this, and hopefully it'll work. So I want a margin, an equal margin all the way around. Yeah, that might work. I'm not the world's best with scissors. But happy to give it a go. Oh, yeah.
Late now, like.
Yeah, Mr. F's just come downstairs with one of those magic seam markers that you roll along your shape and it gives you a 1/4 of an inch margin. Good find and good thought. I'm not doing so badly here. I mean, it might not be perfect, but...
Joan says, Miss P, your talent to do freehand line drawing amazes me. I can mess up with a die.
Well, pretty much messed up with that one, didn't I? But I quite like the shape of it, yeah. I wanted one of those, what do they call them, folksy shapes. So yeah, there we are. It stands out beautifully. Thank you, Candace. And thank you, who said, Candace says, yes, you could. Card making is just putting toppers onto a card with a bit of matting and layering. The toppers you have made would work brilliantly. Oh, thank you, Candace. You're sweet. There's another stamp coming your way, Candace. Yep. Right, so what I want to do is... Oh, damn. I wanted to stamp on that. Should we just forget this project ever happened?
No, why can't you stamp on it?
Because it'll go onto the white. And I want the white to be clean.
Well, we can get around that. You can stamp on that without getting on the white.
I don't think I can. Can I take it off? No. It's stuck on. Right, you're just going to have to live with stamping on the white. It's not my intention, but you know, it's happened. Let's live with it, guys. Right, so the stamp that I have chosen is this one, which is like a crackle. Looks like a crackle. I'm going to do it in black because I want it to really stand out. It's a little stamp, so I'm going to have to stamp it more than once. I've never used it before, so I might stamp it off onto something first. Yeah, like it's going to make a difference. The whole thing's cockeyed. This is another of my wonderful All and Create stamps that I am having an absolute love affair with. Yeah, the only way I could do that is if I'd still run the risk. I'll keep it freehand though, I think, and see if I can keep it away from that white. I don't think I can.
Do you want me to make you a mask?
No, it's too big a job.
Not big a job.
Right, let's just go. That's all right, you see. If I can do that, I've got a little bit of black there, but I'll live with that. It'll be okay. You'll see. Might be okay. Oh, I'm so afraid to put it down near the edge that I'm kind of missing the edge. And now it's going a bit wonkety wonk.
It's fine.
Okay, I've just got a little bit here that I want to cover. Better do it that way, I think. Right, okay, I mean, that's not brilliant. You get the idea of what it was supposed to be like, hopefully. Wasn't supposed to look like that.
Clean that, is it alright?
Hmm?
Do you need to clean that, or is it alright?
No, it's alright, thank you. So, right, okay. I really don't like that, and I wish I hadn't started this project, but never mind. I've started it. It's all finished, as they say on Mastermind. So now I'm going to take a bit of double-sided tape and stick it onto the back. About there, about sort of there-ish. And this is to hold our string in place. So I don't want it over the side, obviously. There we go. Just burnish that down. Pick the release tape up. Okay. So, string. Here we go. So I want a fair bit on the front because I want to tie a bow, you see. That's the idea. So that's going to go there, and then I'm just going to sort of hold that there and then pass this over that sticky bit and stick it down. And then round the front to the back again onto that sticky bit, stick it down, round the front again, to the sticky bit. You got the idea now. And that'll be our last go around. That needs to budge up a bit. I'm not worried if they're desperately untidy, but you know, I mean, this is past the point of no return anyway. Right, so I've got my ends, I've got my string round there. Quite like the idea of the string on there. You could, if you wanted to, loop under your other string, you know, the strings you've gone round the back with, if you wanted to. There we are, so I've just tied a little bow in that. There we go. Just cut off those ends. I want to leave some ends, but not masses, I don't think. And then now, can we stick that on there? Anything stopping us sticking that on there? No, I don't think so. I'll put my birds on first. My birdies. Here they are. This is a Tim Holtz die set. I can't remember what it's called, so don't ask me. It's obviously just birds. And I've got this one who's got rather a long tail, and this one who's got rather long legs. So they're a bit of an odd couple, really. But if you have a look at the original one that I did, I chose two that were about the same size, but they're both looking that way. It's like he's looking at her and she's going, what, me? No, it's not happening. So I tried to get two that were kind of looking at each other.
We all know that look.
Yeah, but he's got an unfeasibly long tail. So if that's there, I need to give him a bit of an angle. So I might have to chop one of his legs off, I don't know. So he's going to go there, or she, whichever. It's going to go there, and this other one then fits in there.
You come across a bulb clip, could you show them?
They're in the drawer marked fastenings. Yeah, kind of like that, I think. I might chop the feet off that one so I can bring it down a little bit. Look away if you're squeamish. There we go. Right, let's stick this on. They're in a box with Chinese writing on. Brown sort of biggish box.
No, not seeing it.
No. Are they in the drawer underneath? The spillover fastenings drawer. There should be a poly box with lots of different coloured ones in.
Not seeing it.
No, okay. It's alright, let's put that one there. Hope that's okay. We'll just go for it, hope it's okay. And this one.
There's no poly bag in it.
It's not a poly bag, it's like a poly box with all the different colours of bulb clips in it.
Maybe that's the one. Yes.
Yeah.
Bit of carve or something.
Let's have a look and see if this fits on there. Yeah, look at that. That's fine. Hooray, something's finally gone right. Yeah, they're called bulb clips because they look like light bulbs.
That's the... There you go. That's bulb clip. You can get them in all sorts of different colours.
From Ali.
From Ali. And
Oops.
you can see there the open.
Oh, I don't want to stick that on there anyway.
Like safety pins. So there's just safety pins, but with a bulbous end.
I beg your pardon. Right, look, I've got my birds on, I've got my string on, I've got some sort of stamping, which is not kind of what I wanted, but, you know, it's there now. It's okay. It's done. So what else can I do? So now I'm going to put this, attach this to here, but I want to use some dimensional tape. So I'll use this one. And I'm learning my lesson about keeping it away from the edge because you can see it and it doesn't look very nice. So I don't know where to start this one, about here I suppose. And it does kind of bend, which I didn't know until really recently, like this morning. So I'm just going to put another bit down there. And a bit here. This heart is never going to move, I tell you. Land a helicopter on it. There we go. Lovely. Right, so let's affix that then. Bet you'll be glad when I get onto the Miss P's drawers. Or not. Oops, I think I've still got a bit of paper on there. It's very sticky, this, which is good. Now, Nancy said the other day that if you put glue on it, it affords you a little bit of wiggle time, which I can understand. So I'm going to follow her lead.
Cindy says hi.
Hi, Cindy. Thanks for joining us. So I'm going to put some glue on, which should let me just move this around enough if I put it in the wrong place. So thanks for that tip, Nancy. There we go. Right, let's see then. See what this looks like. What about there? I think about there. Maybe a little bit further away. Oh, we're stuck now. We're stuck. We're where we are. That's where I wanted it. Even if it wasn't, that's where it is. So yeah, great. Put the lid on that.
That's him down on one knee, but only because you chopped his leg off.
I chopped his legs off. Well, only his feet. But they are at least looking at each other. Unlike these ones. These two make me laugh. Hello there. What? Who? Me? Don't talk to me. Move along. which I find quite humorous. Right, somewhere I've got my black all pencil, Stabilo all, and I'm just going to kind of go under there just a little bit with this black pencil. These are the pencils that you can water out if you wanted to. I don't really want to, I just want to just make a feature of this heart. It was hard fought for, wasn't it? There we go. So it's a bit like a dropped shadow effect, I suppose. But it just makes it stand out a wee bit.
Catherine says it's actually come together beautifully in the end.
Oh, Catherine, thank you so much. It's like, how is that ever going to work? Until now, you can hear her thinking, how is that ever going to work?
And Sharon Hale says that is gorgeous. So we're making a card? Question mark.
We are making a card, Sharon. Where have you been? You've missed all the terrible traumas. I mean, let's face it. How many traumas can you have making a card? It's just you're just making a card. Right, I've only got one word in my whole array of stamps that says love, and it's this one, and it's tiny, but it's big enough. It'll do the job.
Look at the small chats, I mean.
I don't want small chats. I did think about small chat, but then I thought no. So I'm going to take my love stamp, and I have got a little. I've got a little thing somewhere, you know, a little, I don't know where it is. I tidied my desk up. It's fatal when you do that, isn't it? So I'm going to take this stamping block.
That's just ridiculous.
For that, for this stamp. I don't know where it is. It was kicking around here. There it is. There it is. Here's my little one. Now that's much more appropriate, isn't it? Let's pop that on there. I've often wondered what you could use that for. Now I know. So I'm going to do this in black as well. And I'm just going to put it down here. My two choices as I saw it were either there, which I quite like the idea of, or there. But here it is. It's going there. I can hear you collectively holding your breath. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong, don't worry. Love. There we go. Love.
Now it's a love nest.
Now it's a love nest. You know, I think I've got a stamp of a bird's nest as well. Now you come out with it, Mr. F. Oh, where am I sticking this? There. There we go. Right, so now comes the matting and layering part, and I'm saying that like a pro because I've heard them say that on the telly.
Don't know what it means, but we've heard it.
And I've seen them use these glue tapes as pen, what do you call them? Glue, snails, whatever they're called, I don't know. So I'm going to mat it onto a red layer first. That looks all right, doesn't it? I think so. This has got hairs and God knows what on it. Thank you, Capkin. So I'm just going to go like they do. I see them do it. I'm not sure of its longevity, but I'm doing it anyway.
Well, it's a card.
It's a card, yeah. How long do people keep cards? Right, let's see if I can get this something like square on here then.
Card today, tomorrow's firelighter.
I think it probably could have done with being up that way a bit, but look, it's stuck. It's stuck. It definitely has stuck. Well, I don't know why I've got the giggles. It's just everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Right, I'm going to do the same tape trick with this. I quite like this idea, actually.
Candy says they tend to fail in centrally heated houses.
Oh, do they? Oh no, I'll have to send it to someone who lives in the woods.
The Inuits, do we know?
How many Inuits join the channel? Right. That's good to know though, Candace, thank you. Oh, no, 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 no. I think I'm going to have to do it like this. No. Yeah, I think I've got the hang that they're not really, they don't have a great deal of longevity in the way that I'm pulling it off there. But anyway, let's give it a press down and hopefully it'll make it to whoever I send it to. I bet everybody's sitting there thinking, don't send it to me. Do not send it to me. Right, there we are. It's done, for good or ill. I think that's all. There we have it. Our Valentine's card. Thank you, Candace. Do you know, that means so much to me because I know that you are such a good card maker. The cards you've sent me over the time have been spectacular.
Linda said she'd keep it forever if you sent it to her.
Oh.
Tammy says send it to me.
Oh, really? Oh, Jean, thank you. Thanks, Janya. It was a good laugh, wasn't it? What can you say? Tune in, have a laugh. Yeah, I quite like it. I like it more than that one. That's too saturated. The colour was just too saturated. But at least I learned my lesson. I learned that lesson anyway. So, yeah, there we have it. I have made a card. Excellent. Right, let's move on to something I might know something about, shall we? I don't know where the bag for that stamp is, so I'll just put them there. Oh, here it is. Here you go, mister. I've just stuck it in there because I want to be seen to be looking after them. Let's put all my spray stains away to one side. They were a bit lethal today, weren't they, the spray stains? Turned out that lumberjack pink was just the right colour for us, so it's good for something. Right, okay, let's have a look in the basket, shall we? Sorry, I bet that was really loud. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me today, sorry. Right, so since the last time you saw the basket, I have made this. And I'll show you around it in a minute. I have made this, which I think is just so pretty. It's just pretty. I've made this, which I kind of copied off Kyung, who says she copied it off me in the first place. So, any which way, I saw Kyung make it and I thought, oh, that's quite good. But she wasn't actually, I've altered it anyway, so. It's just two envelopes stuck together. The inside's covered, as you can see. The outside is, and it's got this gorgeous little brown envelope that Violet sent me with it's got a little journaling card in there. I mean, it's so cute. And a little ticket in there. So, couldn't resist putting a pocket on it, Jean. And the back's just the same. It's got a little pocket and a journaling card in there. And what I thought would be ideal is just to put that over the edge of a page and just paper clip it in. Because at the top, it's got pockets. Which I should have put a thumb notch in, actually. I might do that still. So it's got pockets that you can put tags in. So that's that one. You saw me make these, didn't you? These envelopes that get sewn into your signature. These are the pockets on the pockets. I think you're right, Jean. I do have a bit of a thing about pockets. It was just there was so much flat space there. I thought, no, you could get a pocket in there. So that is a pocket. It's a gusseted pocket too, but I still can't get in it. Yeah, there we go. It's a gusseted pocket, and it's quite a good size actually. Get something in there. So that's that one. This one, that's a pretty one as well, isn't it? these are pockets here. I haven't glued down there because it'll get sewn into your signature there. And that, which is the prettiest of all, I think. I just think that is so delightful. It's just gorgeous. These are just stickers, and that's just a piece of collage remnant over the music paper. Really nice. Then I made this, which is obviously just a journaling card, and it's made with a couple of remnants. Dictionary page. And then this is just cream card with a sticker on it. Nice journaling card. I made some tags. Just music page and, you know, the nice pad that we've got in the drawers. A sticker and some of the big chat, Tim Holt's big chat out of the book that was in the drawer. So there's that one. There's this one. There's this one and that one, and on each of them I've either put pearls, like on that one there, Judy, or I've put this stuff, which is Nouveau Jewel Drops. I mean, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Wonder how much it would be if you didn't have to pay for that on the top. But never mind, it's great. So I put it on where I wanted it, and then I read the instructions, of course. That's what you do. You use it, and then you read the instructions. And it said dry for 48 hours. 48. I mean, that's a long time.
Almost 2 days.
It's almost 2 days. So I just left them somewhere where I knew the cat wouldn't dance on them. And yeah, I mean, they've dried, and I like them. They're nice. You can barely see them, but they're there and they're nice. These we made on the first day, I think, didn't we? I think so. This is just so pretty, so shabby. Gorgeous. And then I just made these. These are the simplest ever. Just got a piece of cream card, stuck my sticker on, put a little stamp around it, eyelet, some ribbon. And yet they're fine, aren't they? You know, they do the job. Pop into a pocket and look really quite nice, I think. So those are those. So that's where we're up to. So I know that you haven't seen me make all of these things, but you probably don't need to see me make tags. Pretty sure you know how to make tags. I do like that journaling card though. I don't know, it just looks pleasing. That you watch me make. That I'll show you quickly how to make that. It's just easy peasy.
Jen says she has a few of those Nouveau drops but rarely uses them. I think it was the large gem that made me want to purchase them.
Yeah, what a good marketing ploy that is, isn't it? Apparently they were saying on the telly the other day that if you take your pokey tool and just poke underneath it, when you've finished it pops off and you can use that. That's a big bit of bling even for you, Jen.
Let's stick one in my navel.
It's big, isn't it? Yeah. But no, I mean, the whole Nouveau range, it looks so pretty because of these sort of things. And I mean, here, what have I got here? This is Nouveau Crystal Glaze. Adds clear dimensional detail to your craft creation. Now, if anybody knows how to use this, please comment. This came in a Mr. F special, you know, multi-part package, and I have no idea what you're supposed to do with it because it just says test before use. Well, test what? Hang on. Using 1mm layers. Dry flat for 24 hours. Oh, is it like glossy accents then, or?
It sounds like it. Like you build it up in 1mm layers.
Yeah.
To the size you want, depth you want.
So where? Yeah.
Probably good on some of them cabochons things.
Yeah. Yeah, if anybody knows anything about it, let me know, please, because I don't.
Candy says she uses the Nouveau drops, but you have to leave them a really long time to dry.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Yeah. Well, the first morning after, so 12 hours after, I suppose, I looked at them and I felt them and I thought, oh, they're dry. But actually they were still very pink. And when they'd been drying for 48 hours, they did go translucent. So I think they do need as long as they say they need.
and she thinks that's the same as glossy accents.
Right.
And Debbie says it's the same as
Ah,
glossy
right.
accents.
Right. That's good then. Now we know how to use it. So here we have two little trifolds, you could call them, and held with like this, as you can see. And it opens up, and that's what I've got at the top. One of those little sticker tags that I made goes into a pocket, and in the middle we have a belly band, and I'll probably put a tab on this actually, but I couldn't find my tab die again. I've put it somewhere safe. And here we've just got an angled sort of tuck pocket thing really, with another one of those little journaling cards in, and that just folds up, it folds down, and the ribbon just ties in a bow. I won't tie it because I want to make one, and I'll need to show you. I need to measure that one. This one's the same sort of thing. It's got this beige seam binding in, and it opens like that, and there's nothing there, but here we've got a pocket, and it goes this way like that, and then here we've got a notebook, and it's really a nice notebook. So there we have it, just a little sort of notebook trifold that you can take with you wherever you go. You could, if you wanted to, use music paper in the middle. I didn't want to, I just quite like it like that actually. So that folds up, that folds down, and the ribbon comes through there and ties. So that's two different trifolds, basically the same sort of idea. So, right, I'm sorry, but I'm using A3 card again. I know that some of you don't have it or whatever. You can use A4 or letter if you want, and put you'll get that out of one piece, and then just put a flip on here, and you'll get it. So just add a piece on. So where do I need to measure this? That top bit measures, how do I always end up with such weird measurements? A little over 3 3/4. I'm going to say 3 3/4, and I'm going to put a score line.
Jen says, what are the papers on that last folio?
This one?
I presume so.
Yeah, Jen, I showed you them when I went through my drawers. But I'll tell you, I said at the time, I've used these exact papers from Lorna and My Poach Prints. They both do them, and they're both called, I think Lorna's called Among the Wildflowers. I did a whole journal in it actually. I think Corinne might have ended up with that journal. But they're really, really pretty. They're gorgeous. If I can find them in my drawers, I'll show you them. I'm not sure if they came from Ali or if they came from my creative studio. This is them. I mean, they're really, really lovely. And I'm pretty sure that these are in open source. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. But that's them. And I have them. I could have used them from the ones I bought from Lorna. Look at that. Isn't that just so beautiful? And nettle. They're quite Edithy, aren't they, really? I haven't got these ones. They're nice. So there's a whole host of those, and then it go into the sort of, that's gorgeous. The craft coloured ones as well, like these. Look at them. They are beautiful. So yeah, that's those. But if you want instant access, Lorna, I'm pretty sure Lorna sells them on her site, and I don't know, Lorna can keep us right, but I think they're called something like Among the Wildflowers. So anyway, they're in my drawer. So where was I going to do this? 3 3/4, I think, if memory serves, which I think is there. And then, what does the middle bit measure? It measures 4.5. So let's do that at 4.5. It's not so, you don't need to worry about the measurements really. It's more just the sort of idea that's, you know, you can then make it in whatever measurements you feel like. It's just a trifold, and that is a touch over 3.5. Where do I get these original measurements from? 3.5. A touch over 3.5. 3.5. I'll just go a eighth more. Right, okay. So let me just see if that looks anything like before I go chopping anything off. So that's the top bit, folds like that, and that folds like that. Yes, that looks okay. So I'm just going to slice that off. And then we can get round to selecting some lovely papers.
Southpaw says hello.
Hi, Kim. You're late.
She says I'm late.
On the naughty step for you, girl. Right, I'm going to ink around here. I've inked around everything else. I'm just using vintage photo. I'd got tired of the frayed burlap. So I'm back to good old vintage photo. Takes a bit of beating, doesn't it, vintage photo? Finally today, some of the packages that are on the way to America have started moving. Finally. Oh my goodness me, it's been awful. I've had so many people messaging me, you know. They've all been very nice, really. So understanding. But, you know, obviously wanting to know where the package is. And I haven't been able to tell them anything because the Royal Mail site has just said received at local post office. That's all it said. So, you know, that was all I could tell them. But about a week ago, they moved from the local post office to what we think must be the international sorting base, a place called Milton Keynes. And then, sure enough, today when Mr. F checked, it said that USPS had custody of them. Thank you. My goodness me. So I hastily messaged people and said, good news, you know. I mean, I offered everyone a refund, and of course I would have gladly given them one. But everybody's been, to a man, very, very kind with me.
Jenny says vintage photo is her fave.
Is your fave, is it?
Candice wants to know, is the GPO sending international now?
Yes. Yes, they are. I mean, they wouldn't even let you print out a label or anything, you know, it was just like a big red cross. No, you're not going there. You're not sending anything international. But we sent a lot of things out on the 9th of January, 9th, wasn't it? Which was the day, the 9th, wasn't it?
It was the 10th.
It was the 10th, yeah. It was the 9th we sent a lot of stuff out. And, of course, it's just been held up. We thought it was lost for good and ever. Right, so there we are. We've got our little trifold. Let me just make sure that's really square. Like that. Right, so now I need some papers. And
just think of it like AliExpress. It will get there. When it does, it will be a wonderful big surprise.
Oh, no, but people, you know, they've paid good money, Jean, and they're saying...
Jen.
Oh, it was Jen, was it? Sorry. And saying... I don't know what I was saying there. I've lost my thread. Right. I've looked at two different sorts of seam binding for these. One is purpley colour and one is a cream colour. So I'd like to sort of select some papers that are, let's go for the purple first, see if there's anything purpley in here. For those of you that haven't seen this pad before, how delicious is it? It's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. That's quite purpley. I'll keep my finger there. I mean, it's just, every page is just a delight. Wonder if I'll still feel like that when I'm near. Oh yes, let's do that. That is purple. And you seem to get 2. Some you get 3 with, but this one there's 2, I think. Just have a check. I think it's just 2. Yep. Okay. So this. Oh, that card's too wide. Oh, damn and blast. I'll have to trim that down. Will that go in my... Sorry guys, I thought I'd got this sorted. Just need to trim a little bit off it.
Kim would like to know, what paper pad is that?
It's from Ali. Do you think that's still too wide? Just a touch, you know, I think. Those of you that haven't seen my new trimmer, it's not new. Oh, but it's new to me, which is what makes it new. It was a Mr. F special because I'm sick of dealing with the green machine. I don't know. I didn't know what was wrong with it, and I got Mr. F to have a look at it, and he said it had a screw loose. Worse than loose, actually. It's got a screw missing, so that wasn't assisting in it cutting straight. So I've banished it, and Mr. F bought me that tonic trimmer, which is not new by any stretch of the imagination, but it cuts straight, and that's all that I require. So Mr. F is cracking on with the project that he's going to be showing to you, I think, one day this week coming up. See how he gets on. I know you're going to love it. I know you are. And you'll all want to make it, I'm sure. Right, so which way are we on here? That way, isn't it, I think? So let's just cut some... That's better. I mean, you'd still say that was a little bit wide, but it's near enough. Near enough. So let's cut these where we need them. Oh. Leave a margin all the way around, then it'll look like I meant to do it. So that's going there. Let's do one at a time, because the mood I'm in today, things are just going to get messed up. Keep all your remnants, because this is really thin and it'll make great collages. Yes, sorry, somebody asked where I got it from. I got it from AliExpress, and I think it's from a company called Mo Card. Capital M, capital O, dash card, C-A-R-D. And I wasn't aware of this, but when I looked at everything that I had, it would appear that I buy a lot of things from them. So, yeah, AliExpress, Mo Card. Right, let's ink around here. I'm not going to stitch around these today, simply because it's alive. I've stitched around everything else that I've made. But to be honest, I've done it in cream thread and you can't see it anyway, so it's not making a huge difference. It's quite difficult to ink this because it's so thin. There we go. So,
Nancy O'Rourke said the templates kits arrived from you to California.
oh, good.
So excited, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear that, you know.
Christine B says happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday! What a nice thing to say.
So she went looking for the colour wheel video, but ended up watching the printing on tissue for collage video.
Colour wheel. Talking of colour wheels.
My mind was blown.
Oh, really? Mr. F went to the charity shop for a change the other day, and look what he found. Look at this. Look at the size of it.
You can't ignore that one.
You
can
cannot
people?
ignore that. You cannot ignore it. So, yeah, all the times when I've said to you, you know, that yellow goes well with purple because they're opposite on the colour wheel. There's purple, there's yellow, opposite as you like. And it says there on that arrow that goes from one to the other, complementary. They complement each other. Same with blue and orange, green and red, you know, anything that's opposite. So, yeah, there you go. And we've got all of that to go at as well. I was so delighted when I saw it. I love the colour wheel. It's such a useful thing. Anyway, I digress. What did that girl say that she'd watched instead of?
The printing on tissue.
Ah, yeah. I think what I'm going to do here is use the bottom part of this on there, so when it folds over, it should match, shouldn't it? That's the theory. And it's going to leave me with a beautiful remnant. I mean, with all the remnants that we had with Edith, can you believe we actually made an entire Edith book into ephemera? Can you believe that? I've still got 2 lots of ephemera here ready to go out, but I didn't want to send them when Royal Mail were in distress. And in fact, I'm not going to send anything with Royal Mail again. I've used a courier company called Every. They used to have a horrible reputation when they first started. They were called Hermes, and I think they lost as many packages as they delivered, to be honest with you. But they had a bit of a rejig a while ago, changed their name and smartened themselves up a bit. So now they're called Every, and everything that we've sent to the States with Every has actually got there. Judy, I think yours was with Every, and it really was it didn't take that long really. So yes, it's a little bit dearer, but it's not like UPS. UPS, they're brilliant. They get everything there almost before it's left your hands, but they are expensive. So from now on, I'll just circumvent Royal Mail and use Every. They're good at letting you know as well, you know, tracking where it is, etc. Which Royal Mail, my goodness, you can send it Royal Mail tracked, and they just don't. There's no information, is there, Mr. F?
No, nothing at all.
Let's see where this wants to be. Oh, it's not going to match, but oh well.
Judy said the package from Every had good tracking info.
Yeah, yes, that's good to know. Thank you. So, yeah, Every it is from now on. And like I say, it might be £1 or 2 dearer. It's not much more than that. Not any more than that. Which one am I doing here? Oh, the one with the book in it. Right, okay. So this here's got a pocket on it. So I'm going to make my pocket out of this. But this is too fragile to be a pocket on its own. So I need... Have I got any cream paper out? No, just all cream card. So I'll use this. For those of you in the group, who was it that bought the paper? Julie Monroe, was it? that bought the paper?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a post on the group, I think, about where she got it and, you know, etc, etc. Right, I'm going to ink round this and stick it on, and then I'm going to make a gusseted pocket. Does it need to be gusseted? That's the question. It's only going to have one little journaling card in it. Yeah, I might not gusset this one. That's a shock, isn't it? There we go. So, which way is it going to go? Doesn't, oh, there's some writing on it. Writing goes that way. So I want this to fall down that way so the writing's facing me now, the right way on. Okay, so let's just glue this down. Ugh, drippy glue. I'll put it on that way and then I'll cover up that drippy glue bit. I'm just going to put this right to the edge of the card. Just like that, that's fine. I'm just laughing again about the Valentine's card. Those of you that have joined late, you missed the making of a Valentine's card. The sentiment is real, but the card... It was good fun though. And people were coming out with amazing ideas. Which kind of saved my baking a bit, really. There we go. Right. So, like I said, that's going there. So I'm just going to stick that around the three sides. I'm just going to move it up a little bit from the kind of fold, just so that it's not hampering it opening and closing. So this is the top. Don't glue that bit. And you don't need much glue, you know. We all use way too much glue. And we're all obsessed with it. What sort of glue do you use? Is that right? Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah. When really, you know, I bet you most glues would do the job we ask them to. I'm not taking that chance because I love my glues. Right, so that's there. Lovely jubbly. I perhaps should have put a thumb notch in there, but I didn't. So let's not worry about it. Now, earlier today, when I was being quite organised, I cut my paper to go in here. So all I did was got my paper, I measured it to within 1/4 of an inch of there, folded it over and trimmed it all out so it looks quite nice. Still all loose. There's about 6 pages in each, you know, so there's quite a few pages in it. And I'm just going to sew that into there. So let me get my sewing kit, which has attached itself to some hooks and eyes, but you know, it's just the way it is. So I think this is quite a nice little trifold actually. It's easy, but things don't have to be difficult. So I'm just going to get a couple of clips, push that right into there, try and make the gap the same top and bottom, clip it in place like that. Take your pokey stick. How many times have you watched me do this? Gazillions. And then I'm going in through the middle, which I think is about there. Fold my page over and push through like that. And then about 3/4 of an inch up from the bottom. Same thing, 3/4 of an inch down from the top. Same thing. There we go. And then I use crochet cotton, crochet perlé for mine. But you can use wax thread, embroidery floss, anything that's strong enough for you to pull tight and not break, really. You don't want anything too thick, because you'd have to make the holes too thick, and you don't want anything too thin because it'll tear through your pages. For this, I want the knot to be on the outside, so I'm going in from the middle this time, which is not what I normally do, and I'm just going to hold that end there in my hand, out through the bottom, in through the top, out through the middle, and there you go. That's it, done. No more complicated than that. So you just pull it up, pull it tight. I think I've split my thread on that. Let's just take that out. I think yeah, have I? Yeah, I have. I've gone through the thread, so let's just take it out from there. That should be okay now. Yeah, that's fine. I'll tie a knot in it. If you split your thread, you won't be able to tighten the stitches up properly. That's the problem. I'm just going to put 3 knots in. I'm sure 2 is sufficient. And cut those off quite short. That's that. Let's put that away out the way. Take the clips off. There we have it. A lovely little book. Isn't that nice? Just goes like that and like that. Well, no, not quite. Like that and like that. So, what happens now? Well, I want to put some lace along the top, just to hide the stitches and the holes and whatever, just to pretty it up, really. So, some lace. I have lace. I have all this lace. So, let's just find some that's suitable. There's all different thicknesses and stuff in here. What about that one? Is that too thick? Too wide? No, I think that's alright. Okay, let's see if we can find an end then. I bought this off Amazon, but I do know that Ali sell it, and I've had lots off Ali over the years, but I didn't have time to wait for it to come. That was my problem this time. Are you alright?
Yep, just going to make a brew in Sophia's cup.
Make a brew in Sophia's cup. Yeah, good time to go. While he's doing that, I just have some thank yous to say. Now, some of these might be repeats, but I can't remember actually saying your name, so I'm going to do it again. So, big thanks to Sharon Hales, Mary Alford, Tony Vince, Peggy Corbello, Judy Hoff, Sharon P, Corinne, Wendy Lee, Judy H, different Judy H, it's Judy Hilasias, I think is how you might say it. Sorry, I've probably butchered your name, but thank you very much. Debbie Harmon, Helen Herkel, Jackie Batchelor, Candace, Jerry Schwartz, and huge thank yous to Jen and Mike and Nancy and Will. Thank you. So, yeah, thanks to all of you. You make this fiasco possible. I bet you're now thinking about it. Did I put something on the back of this? Yes, I did. Maybe I should do that then before I stick my lace on. What do you think? I think that would be a bit of a good idea. That's a remnant. Oh, they're just so blooming pretty. It's hard to choose them, isn't it? that's fairly... Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Guys, we're in for the prettiest of rides. We really are. I think I'll use this bit because it's just a little touch prettier than the top bit. Mark that. Yeah, it just suddenly came to me. I thought I'd decorated the back. I don't know how you want to use this in a journal. You could put it in a pocket. It would fit in a pocket. Where's my mark? There it is. I would say, or you could stick it in. But I think it probably, you know, with a quite good gusset on your pocket, this would fit in and it would be fine. Because it's not, I mean, it's really not that thick. I have seen other YouTubers make things for journals that are loads thicker than that. But I like things to be portable also. So if it's in a pocket, you can pick it up and you can take it with you. And, you know, it's a little notebook for your purse, for your handbag. Let's just pop that onto there and then I'll feel better. Wow, you were speedy. Thank you, my dear. What's wrong with Catkin?
His nose have got a treat in the hand. So when we get it out of the box.
Doesn't miss a trick, Catkin, honestly. He's sharp as a tack. He knows he gets his treats in a particular position, so he's now in that position awaiting the treat. He's going to lose his patience in a minute because Mr. F's not giving it to him yet. Do you want some scissors? Oh, you've got some. Ooh, that's not very straight. There we go. Yeah, that's better. So that's the back. So now we've got the 360 tour done. I like that a lot better. So it doesn't matter which side you look at it from, it's nicely decorated. Right, let's put this lace on here. I'm just going to put it on the back first. So I'm using my collal. If you use Fabri-Tac, now's a good time to use it. I don't like Fabri-Tac. I didn't get on with it. So which is the right and the wrong way of this? Don't know. So there we go. So stick that down nicely. And then we'll put some glue on the front and bend it over and stick it down. And it should look pretty and it'll hide all our mechanism for holding the notebook in place. Oh, it's come off the back. What a pest. There we are, that's all right there, I think. Just make sure it's sort of straightish and then just pull it over. And just hold it in place for a couple of secs till the collal grabs it. I'm going to have to wash my fingers in a minute. I'll wipe them at any rate. Right, so that's fine. That's good. So let's just trim off the ends. There we go. Just make sure that the ends are stuck down properly, because if not they fray and then they look awful, I think, anyway. So I generally just check that it's right to the edges, and then you don't have any of that fraying nonsense. So there we are, that's looking quite pretty. Now we need the closure. I'm going to wipe my hands first. Doesn't it look pretty though? Oh, look at that, look at that. Oh, it's so nice. tell you, there's a oh, it doesn't really matter. It's a charity shop that Mr. F frequents. He frequents them all. I don't know what to think of him. You know, this kind of, because he's only ever on his own. I'm never with him when he does this. And he's bought all sorts of things, hasn't he? He's bought wedding dresses. He's bought, I don't know what the people in the charity shops must think of him, really, but it doesn't matter. They gladly take his money, and that's fine. But he was in one the other day, and he came across this box that's called, I don't know, I'll show it to you in a second. It's down here, I think, because I kept it close because I wanted to show it. Thank you. Yeah. And I'll show you it. It's really lovely. Let me just put this on here, and then we're done with that. So, what I used was this. Now, I know some of you have got one like this, some of you haven't. This one, I'm pretty sure, came from Amazon, or maybe eBay, I'm not sure, but it was dead cheap. And I mean dead cheap, like, I don't know, how much was it? £3 or something. It was very inexpensive. I'm looking for a bit of card so I can show you. So you just pop it in there, this way up. It's got a spring on the handle. Just put it in, cut it, and you get that shape. Sorry about the noise. You get that shape. It's called a lanyard punch, Lanyard, because it's a punch that allows the ribbon to go through, you know what I mean? Ah, Mr. F has a lanyard. Yeah, there we go, the very thing. Look, there's the hole made by the lanyard punch. Do you want to know what this is membership to? I shall show you. Hornby TT 120 Club, Justin Stanyard. There you go. It's a model train thing. And I know no more.
Me neither.
But there's the lanyard, this bit that goes around your neck. There's the catch that goes in there, and there's the hole, the lanyard hole. Thanks for that perfect example.
Lanyard for a stanyard.
A lanyard for a stanyard, indeed. So you could do the same, you know, with, I haven't even made the hole yet. What a ninny. You could do the same with your ordinary hole punch, you know what I mean. It's you don't have to have one of these, but I thought I'd show it to you because it's inexpensive and quite useful if you want to thread ribbon. So I'm going to make it about there. So let's put that up there and make my hole. Lovely. Let's put that away.
Kathy and Matilda have been saying very nice things about you.
Who has?
Kathy and Matilda.
Oh wow, how nice.
They're now warm and welcoming it is as a group.
Oh, that's thanks to the guys on the group. It really is. I don't know how we've managed it, Mr. FDU, but we have got just the nicest bunch of people. They're just, to a man, fabulous. So caring, so considerate, so giving and caring, and most of all kind. So, yeah, you're very welcome to the group, and I hope that you really get something out of it, and you know, enjoy just even the Sunday afternoons.
Give you all yourself a pat on the back.
Absolutely. So this, yeah, Judy said she got hers from Amazon, her lanyard punch.
And Janya said she got one from Hobby Lobby.
All right, okay, so they're around, you can get them. So what happens is this comes down the front like that, and it disappears down the rabbit hole.
And Tommy says, we love you too, Miss P and Mr. F.
Oh, Tommy.
And Kathy said it's down to good leadership.
You guys, honestly, you're just so nice. You're so nice. I'm quite sure we don't deserve it. Right, so, yeah, this is crinkled. I bought this off eBay some time ago. I've since learned that you can buy seam binding off Ali. And I bought a load of white that I can then dye myself. So this is going to make a bow here, so I want something about the same sort of length here.
Linda loves your purple ribbon.
Oh, isn't it lovely, Linda? I love it. So I'm just going to tie that on that flat bit there. And yeah, you can all laugh because you know that I'm rubbish at tying bows. I don't know why I do this to myself. I'm just the world's worst at bow. And this crinkled stuff doesn't help matters much either, to be honest with you. Come on, what's the problem?
You're at that age when you need elastic pants and Velcro on your slippers, aren't you?
I'm there. I'm already there, thanks. Right, this is the last time. If it doesn't work, I'm giving up because I'm fed up with it.
And Jim wants to know, has anybody made crinkled dyed seam binding?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. Oh, please work. Yay! I've done it. There we go. So, there we have it, our lovely little trifold. How shabby does that look? It's just ultra shabby, isn't it? I mean, the cream lace on the top helps. And if you're making one for yourself and you're using shabby papers, you can decorate it till your heart's desire. But I quite like that as it is. I don't really feel the need to put anything more in that. I like it. Okay, so that's that one, which is the same as this one. I'm going to try this once. If it doesn't work, then...
Jim says, will you do an how-to for us, Fiona?
Yeah, on what?
That's the shabby ribbon.
Oh, the crinkled, yes.
Crinkled thingy.
Only be too happy, Jen. I certainly will. It's what colour were you thinking of, Jen? Any colour in particular? Look at that. I've done it. I've only done it. There we are. So that's the two little ones with the notebooks in. Okay? Right. I was going to show you that box, wasn't I? They can go in the basket. Yeah.
Tammy, hold on. I've lost it. Bear with. Tammy Henderson says this is her first time here and she feels like she's been hanging out with her friend known for years.
That is absolutely perfect.
And Rose has been watching on TV, so she couldn't comment, but hello to all and thanks to Miss P and Mr. F.
Thanks, Rose.
Awesome.
No.
I'm awesome, me, you know.
You think you're awesome?
And Jenny says, show that ribbon who's boss, Miss P.
God.
LOL.
It's just, I'm just incapable of tying bows. Thank you all so much.
Jen
so
says
much.
No, any colour.
Any colour, okay.
Colour.
Okay. Right, this is the box that Mr. F got in the charity shop. It says Papercraft Society. And I don't know, it's beaten up a little bit, but not too much. Somebody at some stage is going to get a journal in this box. If you buy a journal, it's going out in this box because it's lovely and sturdy. And yeah, then it says, there are no wrong turns in a creative journey. They haven't been watching me today, have they? I mean, she really has not been watching. By Lynette with a kiss. And this girl, I see her on Create and Craft, the Selly Telly, from time to time. In fact, I think she was on yesterday. And it seems to be a book of ideas. So I shall have a look through that. I didn't know that was there. And then here we've got, yeah, Pretty Gets Gritty. Pretty Gets Gritty. Lynette Jasper, that's that girl's company. It's called Pretty Gets Gritty. And then in we go. Don't forget to share your makes with us. Papercraft Society. Okay. So this opens up and opens up and opens up. And in here we've got stencils. Look at that. I love stencils. That one's really nice, isn't it? Should have used that today on the blooming heart. And then that one. Useful. and this one. They're all nice, aren't they? You know, they're all quite mixed media stencils, really. And then this, which is various papers. I won't go into it, but they're all sort of greys, mottledy papers, which are very nice. Then we move on to the stamp set. Well, stamp set 1, I should say, which is really nice. This is like latitude and longitude. No, it's not. It's north something and east something. Yeah, that's latitude and longitude, isn't it? Take every chance, drop every fear. That won't be going on a... No, that's not going anywhere soon with me. Go where you feel most alive. I'm saying nothing. Go wild for a while. I quite like that. Go wild for a while. And there's just all these, I mean, that swirl and star and a compass, which is very nice. Phases of the moon. I quite like that, actually. It's okay. And then this stamp set. Life's a journey, not a race. Your direction is more important than your speed. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. Follow your soul, it knows the way. Take the chance. And just arrows, and it's just really nice, actually. I like these flowers. You could cut those out and have fun with those. So yeah, that's that. It all folds up into this gorgeous little folder that I'm sure we could make use of. And then in the bottom, in amongst all this gorgeous blue tissue, nearly off the bottom of the thing. Hang on a minute till I move up.
It says she bet you get excited every time I go to the charity shops.
Sometimes it's more like, but yeah, most times. So, look at this. Look at that. Is that not just the sweetest, cutest little brayer you have ever seen in your life? It's just divine. The whole thing is worth it for this. I just adore it. And then you've got like a plastic palette knife. Yeah, okay. And this, look at that. It's for putting ink on with. It's tiny. And then this is white gesso. There's quite a lot in there, you know. You could do a few projects with that. This is acrylic paint in the most gorgeous colour. Look at that, it's lovely. And this is acrylic paint as well, I think. Yeah, acrylic paint. And that's kind of like a nice spruce colour, like a dark grey with a hint of teal. So they go together really nicely. And then coordinating cardstock. Yeah, greys and blues. And this lovely colour. It's lovely. And then at the bottom, wait till you see this. It's a jelly plate, a gel media plate they've called it, but it's a jelly plate. I mean, it's not thick like the ones that you buy, but I bet it would still work perfectly. And I would be much more inclined to get this out for a mess around than I would my big jelly press. So there you go. Isn't that just the dandiest little thing you've seen? I love that little brayer. It's just... Maybe next week we'll have a play with this. What do you think? I've just dropped something on the floor. I think it's my ink. My inking sponge. Where's it gone? Oh, down here. So, yeah. When he came back with that, I was all excited, definitely. So that goes there, that goes there.
Debbie Harper says, great find out several of those boxes.
Oh, who does?
Debbie Harper.
Yeah, no, what, Create and Craft, did you say?
No, great find. She has many of those boxes.
Oh, you have many of them?
Yes.
Oh, I see. By what we could make out, they're a sort of monthly thing, but from different designers or, you know, companies. I'm really pleased to get this one because it's kind of a mixed media one. And as you know, I kind of like my mixed media. I mean, look at it's just lovely. So I thought I'd show you anyway.
Jen says she pulls out a jelly plate and going to faint. Janya loves your super cute brayer.
Isn't it the best, Janya? It's gorgeous. Right, let's move along the bus then. I'm determined to do this today.
And move north, Homestead. I absolutely love your lives. Love the interaction between you and Mr. F.
Which is more interaction than we normally have, is it not?
Yeah. And Jen says, I fainted. Mike, pick me up.
Do you want a little jelly press? This is too wide as well, for pity's sake. What's going on? That's not going to fit into my...
Tanya says they're from Craft Stash.
Ah, Craft Stash. Ah, right. They're nice though, aren't they? I'm just going to mark this where I want to score it. This is the other trifold, the one with the pockets inside. So I'm just going to make my marks where I've scored the other one. And then see if I can get this in my thingamajig guillotine to cut it off because it's too wide. So try and cut it from the other side to where the marks... That's not going to go in there, don't be ridiculous. Mr. Ev?
Yes.
Could you cut me a bit of this, please? Oh, I'm so sorry. That woke you up, didn't it?
Do you want what?
I need it to be... I'll give you this and then... Oh, dear. Yeah, it's just too wide. It's too wide. If I give you that, then you'll see how wide. I want it like a little, that much of a margin around 16th. It. Yeah. But can you take it off that side? Because I've marked that side. Thank you very much. So there we go. So shall we have a look at the card again for those who joined us late? There's our card. It was very easy. Went together no problem. It didn't, I'm lying, but actually, you know, looking at it, it's all right. It's not quite like it. If somebody sent me that, I'd be delighted that at least spent the time to do it. Yeah, so there we are. Lovely. And the other thing is we've got loads, and I mean loads, of this card upstairs. I don't know what it is. It's like 300 or even more, which would be perfect for card makers, but of course I don't make cards. Although I might make the odd one or two. I think it would be nice if I made cards to put in with people's orders. Not tiny little orders, but you know, when people have ordered quite a lot and stuff, I think it'd be nice to make a card. I might try and do that. Have you done it? Oh, that looks perfect. Absolutely perfect.
That bit you've marked, is it because you're cutting both bits of paper
there.
down, are you?
No, just... There's me marks.
Alright, that's right then.
Right, so let's... Where's my thingy? Where is it? Oh, here it is. I didn't recognise it. So, I'm just checking that they are right. Okay. So, I can chop this bit off here. Thanks for that. That was great.
You're welcome. It's always a pleasure to get me a big chopper out.
I gave you the wrong... Because he chopped that for me this morning. But obviously gave you the wrong measurements. As usual. Right, so let's get the little board out. I love this little board. So handy. So handy dandy, as you guys over there say. I'll try and do that one for you in the week, Jen. Dyeing, just generally dyeing. Dyeing stuff. Seam binding.
Making it crinkly.
And making it crinkly. Yeah, you need... An elastic band is good for that purpose. So if you haven't got one, start looking out for one. Our postman generally has elastic bands. He holds letters together with elastic bands. So he's sometimes worth mugging for an elastic band or two. Just wipe those away, my pencil marks. And we're just going to ink.
And Jen says that card is her and Mike, just two old crows in love.
Oh, two old crows. Hiya, Mitch. Oh, I'm sorry you're having to watch me ink. I know it's a bit boring, but gives you the opportunity to chat. I like the old crows looking at each other though, Jen, don't you? Better than the other card, although the other card is quite funny.
Catherine says cards would be another way to use up the beautiful papers in your drawer.
Yeah, they would. Except I've already exhibited today that I'm pretty rubbish at making cards. But you know what? It would be good practice, wouldn't it?
Matilda says you could sell a box of cards.
Who said that?
Matilda.
Matilda.
And Rose says it takes me ever to make a simple card.
Well, it's because we prevaricate over everything, don't we? Should do that. And I think the more stuff you've got, the worse that is. And sometimes it's absolutely stifling. You can't make a decision because you've got so much stuff. That's why I'm quite keen to just, what's in this drawer is what's in the drawer. You know, I can add things like ribbon to it and lace and obviously card. And I said music, paper and book page, didn't I could add. But I'm not adding anything else to it. You know, I'm not going to be dipping into the other drawers. Their time will come. But I think, to be honest, I might have to go through this drawer and take some stuff out because it's going to be my life's work otherwise.
Judy thinks you should sell grab bags of your remnants.
If I lived in the US, rest assured there is no doubt that I would do that. It's the postage. It's always the postage.
And Christine B said she used to make cards. She's just opened up a Stampin' Up ink cube from 12 years ago and it's still wet.
Yeah, you know, I've seen that before on YouTube, people opening up Stampin' Up blocks from, well, I think Keong actually has some that are not in the first flush of youth. This isn't square, but never mind, we'll make it square. So yeah, Stampin' Up blocks, when you ink blocks, when you first get them, they must be extremely juicy. There we go, we made it square. Don't get one on me. What colour did it? Well, I've still got plenty of that left, and I've also got cream. Cream, that I could use anything with cream. Let's have a look through this one. We'll use the last one. There's a lot of butterflies in here, and I really like them actually. I mean, they're just so pretty. Ooh, nice. This is Butterfly City, this is. Birdies. Wow, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, come on, shall I use that? Why not? I don't know, for some reason, because it's in that drawer, it's like I've got permission to use it. Prior to this, I would be flapping around thinking, should I use it? Should I use something else? But because it's in there, it's like it's okay, go ahead, use it.
Paula D says, this is my first time watching you live. What a treat. Everything you make is so lovely.
Oh, Paula, that's really sweet. I hope that you're enjoying your time here and that you're, chatting with people. I'm sure everybody will make you feel welcome. They're just the best bunch of folks in the land.
And Jen's loving the spring colours. She's so tired of the grey days.
Yeah, I'm a bit tired. Although, I must say, how quickly has winter gone past? I know we're not out of winter yet, but we're on the 5th of February. We've gone through all the grey days of November and... Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
Catherine says, my philosophy, you can never have too many butterflies.
That's true.
And Matt is a bird and cat fan.
Yes, Matty is a bird and cat fan.
And Louise says, if you want extremely juicy ink pads, the Element ink from Lavinia
Yeah,
are extremely juicy.
yeah, they are. I was watching Artie Mays. Well, I watched virtually everything. I've watched, I think, almost everything she's ever put out. I'm a huge Artie Mays fan. She's a very talented lady. And she bought some of those Lavinia Elements ink pads. And she squashes them down and uses them to paint and dye and whatever. And I was amazed how juicy they were. Juicy. Yeah, I did think about getting one just to see what it was like, but you know, when do you stop? I like my distress colours. I like, I know what colour they are before I use them. I know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to stick with my distress. There we go. I've cut that slightly short, but it doesn't really matter. If I put lace on the top, then it would hide that little faux pas. There we go. So am I going to put the same one here or a different one?
Jen is going for lunch now. She's going to finish watching later.
All right, Janya, well, have a lovely rest of your day. Really nice of you to drop in. I love your company. Thank you very much. And I shall chat during the week, I'm sure. But if not, I'll see you next week. Bye.
From me.
Big smacker from Mr. F as well. Shall I use that? Shall I use that? I quite like that, actually.
But unfortunately, they don't have refill bottles for the Lavinia stamps.
No, so you have to always keep buying them. I don't know, about that. I might just look for something else. Yeah, having said that, I don't use the refill bottles. Usually by the time I need a new, my ink's run out, I've absolutely mashed the felt. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? I will be grateful for this day. Okay.
And Nancy says she needs a drawer like that. She tends to hoard special items and the struggle to use them is real.
Well, you know what I would say, and I did say it a while ago, but I'm going to repeat it. Pick yourself out something like 10 or 15 items. Be they book pads, ink pads, whatever it is, and leave them on your desk, and that's it. That's what you're going to use. No, nothing else. Well, apart from if you need a different coloured ink to distress it or something like that. But pare down what you've got, because you become, I don't know, you can't make a decision when you've got the whole contents of your craft room. It's just impossible. So pare it down, a bit like I've done with this drawer. Just pulled it out the drawers behind me. And what's in it is in it. What's not in it, I'll have to live without. I'm thinking that this is going to be all right. That'll be there. Yeah, all that wording is hidden until you open it.
Go to work now too.
Oh no, Colleen, that's terrible. I think that's all right. I quite like that. Okay, let's do that then. Work. This is terrible.
Paula D says, what paper are you using, Miss P? She apologises if you've already stated the name. She missed it.
Well, it's Ali. It's from AliExpress. And it's a company called MO-CARD. MoCard. So if you go to Ali and you put MoCard in the search, you will be amazed what comes up. All sorts of things.
Probably be on Temu as well, I would think.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about Temu. I don't know why I'm cutting everything short this afternoon, but I am. But that's okay. Don't worry about it. That's a pretty page, isn't it? I think, however, that some of these designs I'm familiar with because they belong to Sherry Mitchell, and I already have them. I've bought them already from Sherry. She runs a shop on Etsy called Antique Papery, I think it's called. So you could go there and see if she has them. I'm sure Kerry will recognise them. Kerry has a lot of Sherry stuff. That's really nice. I really like that. I wish I'd made that myself. It's lovely. So yeah, sorry, I must be holding you for quite a long time today when people have got to buzz off and go to work. I didn't see your name at the beginning, Jen, and I thought you must be doing library duty today. Or book sale day, maybe. But no, you're here. Hooray. There we go. Lovely. So when that folds over, that's what that looks like. And that looks lovely, I think. Not convinced that's still square. Get square. Right, so we want something on the back as well. I might use this actually. That's the page it's open at, but isn't that perfect? Turquoise butterflies. Yes.
Jen says, nope, she worked last Sunday.
Ah, did you? Well, then we've got the pleasure of your company this week.
And it's always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure, Jen. That looks nice with those, I think, don't you? Quick little canter around it. With some ink. Anybody watch Timmy's live yesterday? I must admit, I did not take one for the team. Sorry. It was about fabric. And I did think that's odd because he doesn't usually talk much about fabric. But I learned today that Seth Apter has got a new fabric range coming out very, very soon, like imminently. So the cynic in me thought, I've become very cynical about Timmy. It's not to say I don't love his stuff, because I do.
You love me, but you're very cynical.
That's true. That's very true. Well, today when we have to draw the curtains when we're filming, because otherwise the light from the window casts a shadow. So we have to draw the curtains. And when we drew the curtains today, it was still daylight, which it hasn't been for a while. So we're obviously heading the right way.
It'll be dark now, I suspect.
Yeah, it'll be dark now, I imagine, but because I've been droning on for ages.
Oh yeah, pitch black.
Pitch black. There we go. So that's that. That's looking very nice. So what did I put in this one then? The one on the top has got just a straight pocket. It is gusseted, but I'm querying whether it needs to be. It's got one card in. So I'm not going to gusset it. What am I kicking there? Nothing? Might have been the cat.
No, I don't think so.
So yeah, just a pocket. So what remnants have I got from the bits that I've just...
Microphone lead, probably.
All right. Is there still sound?
So
Oh, that's all right.
you're all right.
No, let's... Where's my book?
North says she's just received a Timmy Lost Shadow set,
Oh yeah.
and she got her very first pin.
Ah, all
I
right.
think I'm going to love this colour.
Well, I don't know what to say about it really, because I haven't tried it, so I can't say too much about it. Like I was saying last week, I think that the oxide might be quite useful because it'll sit on the top and do the job that picket fence can't do, because picket fence hasn't really got any oomph to it. I could make it out of that, couldn't I? That would be nice. What else have I got that's turquoisey? That I've used on the back, so I could possibly use... No, don't think so. See what else there is. That one, that's got to be used. I absolutely adore that. I don't know where I'm going to use it, but I love it.
Just use that. Is it not on the front bit you've just put on?
Yeah.
No, you're going to use
Done there?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you're not going mad.
Thanks for the confirmation.
Well, don't take it to the bank, you understand. Wow. Got some gorgeous ones. That's nice. I'll tear that one out as well. And that one. Right, I've got plenty now. Let's put that back in. It's starting to feel a little bit thinner already, you know, this book. Just a touch, but it is definitely getting thinner. Right, so the pocket at the top, you don't need me to tell you how to do these, but I'll tell you anyway. I'm not proud. I think I'll use that. I really, really like it. And I want it to be about the same depth as that. So I'll put it on top of the ribbon. So about there. So I'm going to chop that off and put it onto a piece of card, because it is very, very, as we'd say up here, ephemer. It's thin, fragile, likely to tear. Where's my mark? Oh, come on. There it is.
Move North wants to get a big bundle of his fabric.
Oh, yeah.
And Matty said you made a video using Tim's fabrics.
I've made several, actually.
And Move North watched it, and she also quilts.
Ah.
And Matty quilts too.
Matty quilts. I've seen Matty's. I haven't seen yours, I don't think. But yeah, Matty quilts. Very, very proficient quilter. Yeah, I made oh, I forgot what do you call them? Those quilts that? No, you know the ones that you sew as you go. Block.
So as your block.
Block.
Yeah, so as you go.
I can't remember what you call them. Matty, can you help me? Or anybody? Quilt as you go. Quilt as you go. That's it. Yeah, I made a quilt as you go kit. Quilt. Oh my goodness.
Too many quilts in that sentence.
Too many quilts in that sentence. Yeah, I made a quilt as you go quilt with Tim's beautiful fabrics. There's probably some pictures of it somewhere. Certainly on Instagram. In fact, it got a... I can't remember what Timmy said now, but he said something. He made a very nice comment about it.
What's that name, was it? Or Spectacular?
Spectacular, that's right. Yeah. So, of course, that pleased me very much. And then he started following me, and then I haven't really done any Timmy stuff for a while.
And Matty said she didn't know you were on Instagram.
Yeah, guess what has? Miss Paint a lot. I think I'm just going to put a thumb notch in there. I think I'd feel better about life if I did. Let's get my punches out.
And Linda said you did an accordion journal with Tim fabric.
Yeah, I did, that's right. Blimey, I've done some stuff, haven't I?
It would appear so.
It's amazing when you look back at what you've done. Right, that's halfway there. So, I'm just gonna... just cut a little thumb notch. I'm doing it with my 2-inch hole punch because I don't like them when they're too thummy. You know what I mean? I just like a little divot, not a circle. That's landed on my chest. They always do. I don't know why they do that.
Attracted to it.
There we go. Lovely. That's nice. So let's just stick that down in there, and we'll see if one of those tags, little, you know, the little tags that I made with just a sticker. See if they go on there. You could, you know, like I said, if you wanted to, you could line all of this with music paper, dictionary paper, book page, whatever it is you're using. And I think it would look really, really nice. I just quite like the cleanness of just the cream. So I'm just moving it up a little bit from that crease. And that's it. Bob's your Uncle Gene. Bob's not your Uncle Gene. No, it's not right.
Only on Saturdays.
Right, so that's that one. So the one that goes in the middle is a belly band. And it's the entire size of a page. I mean, the entire height of a page is what I should have said.
Debbie Harper's got to go.
Oh, Debbie.
Thanks you for a lovely afternoon.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Hope to see you again sometime.
We certainly do. So what I'm going to do is fold this sort of into 3. So, like that. And fold this over like that. So we have a belly band, and it's now thick enough because it's got several layers, and that can just go there. So let's get that stuck down. So that's just the easiest belly band in all of the world. But enough, you know, it doesn't need to be any more. So I'll stick that one down there. Is Judy Hoff still here? She's gone very quiet.
I believe she is, yes. She said goodbye to Debbie.
Ah, just thought she'd gone quiet. Right, there we are. There's our belly band, and that's just going to go there and just be stuck in like that. And it's enough. It's absolutely enough already. There's no need for that. It's enough. That's all I needed to say. So a bit of glue at the top. You don't need gusset this. This is not going to be holding really big pieces of ephemera. Well, I don't know what yours is going to hold, but mine isn't. I think that's about midway. Yeah, that's all right there. Give that a good press down. There's our belly band in, and then for the bottom what I did was I made an angle sort of tuck pocket. I might use that one. I love this page so much. No, I'm not going to use it. I love it too much to use it. I need to look at it for a bit longer. Right, so I'm going to use this, and what I'm going to do is cut it off at the height. There, I'm down a little bit from that spine, the crease, whatever. Chop it off there. We're going to have some lovely collages, aren't we? And then what I'm going to do is, which is the right way up, that way. So I'm going to have my angle there. So I'm just going to mark 1 inch up from the bottom. And then I'm just going to mark 1 inch in from that edge. And I'm going to get my Timmy trimmer.
Linda Park says, thank you very much for the motivation to use our collections.
Oh, good.
She's going to pull one of her creative studio boxes to use.
Yeah, that is the perfect thing to do. And limit yourself, you know, to the things that you have available, because you just get bogged down. So I've lined up that line, the inch mark there and the inch mark here, right on the edge of my blade. Trim that off, and there we have our really nice shape pocket, tuck spot, whatever. That's going to go there. But I do want to back it onto some card because it's, like I said, it's not strong enough on its own. No, I'll have to put it there, I think. Yeah, it's easy to become... Well, I hadn't looked in this drawer for ages because I knew if I did, I'd just be swamped with things that, you know, were beautiful and that I'd want to use. I must say, a lot of the things in this box I'd completely forgotten that I owned. And well, I call it a box, it's a drawer. I guess it's a box, a drawer's a box, isn't it? Whatever. You know, so as I went through it, I was as surprised as anybody to see some of the things that were in it. But glad to see them. They're lovely.
And Carol Vaughan says she's going to fill a basket and have it on her desk to use up supplies.
Yeah, excellent, Carol.
Thank you for the nudge.
Excellent, that is. So there we are. I know we've all got we're one as bad as the other, you know. We have this sickness, as Nancy told me. It's a sickness, and you know, I think she's right.
And Anne said, "Great advice. Too easy to get overwhelmed."
Yeah, overwhelmed. Thank you, Anne. That's the word I was trying to find all afternoon. Overwhelmed, indeed. There we go. I just remembered I've forgotten to ink down there, so that's unfortunate, but not much I can do about it.
I balance it out by leaving you underwhelmed.
No, you don't. You're amazing. Mind you, you do add to the problem, don't you? By your little dalliances to charity shops. But they're very nice. That box that you found this week, that's amazing. I love that little brayer. I love it. There we go. So I'm going to glue this. I'm not going to glue this top bit, but I am going to glue down here. So it's just going to be a pocket that size, really. You could leave the little bit on the side open as well if you wanted to, but I don't need to. There we go. Yeah, you could leave that bit open as well, should you wish. There we go, that's fine. Lovely. So that's that. We can put things in if we have things. I'm not sure that we've got stuff. Where's my box? My basket. It's been eaten by other things. Oh, that's Edith. Here's this basket. Yeah, this is the one I'm talking about. Where's my little... Yeah, that's just altogether too big. Don't be stupid. Yeah, these ones, I was just wondering. Oh, well, the thing's on the wrong side for that one. But something similar to that, but with the thing on that side would be ideal. Does that fit in there? It's a nice sort of purpley colour, goes with that. Yeah, that's perfect. And in there, I'll make a journaling card. You know, something like that, but just a little bit bigger, just to fit in there. And then for the bottom one, I'll make one like this, but move the eyelet over to that side so it can go into there. So there we go. So that's pretty much that, really. I can't do much more than that. And all we need to do now is put the ribbon in. So it's the same old. I'll take that out just in case I punch through it with the lanyard thing. So I'm just going to make a mark in the centre, about there. Get my lanyard doodah. And try and centralise that hole up. There we go. I really like that. I find it pleasing. And I'll have to go for cream, I think, because the lavender won't go with it at all. So same old, same old. So just a final look before I put the bow in, because once I put the bow in, I'm not opening it. There we go. Lovely, lovely. So that goes down the rabbit hole. This comes over, around and around. And I probably want more than that. I think that was my problem last time. I hadn't left myself enough. So let's cut that off about there.
Kathy thinks the trim lies nicely with a wider hole.
I think so, yeah. It does. It definitely does. And, you know, it can take sort of 5/8 ribbon, which is nice as well. This is going to work first time, guys. What do you make of that? Look at that. Look at that. Yes. Perfect. And I've got nice long ends, which I quite like, actually. So there we have it. That's that. So that's the one. Yeah, this is not crinkled. And I'm not so keen on it when it's not crinkled, to be honest with you. It just looks like thin ribbon, which is what it is. But I'm going to see if my look holds and see if I can do another bow. So I hope you're feeling better, Tommy. Oh, blast. Hope you're all impressed that blast was what came out. What can go wrong? That's it. There we are. Right, so that's the two little trifolds with the pockets inside. Then we did, well, I'd already done this one, and that was the other one that we did. What else did we do? Is that all we did? Oh, and not forgetting, the card. So yeah, there we go. It's taken rather a long time today, hasn't it, to not do a whole heck of a lot. I really hope you enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed today. I always love your company. It's really great. I just feel like we're all together in here and just rabbiting away and asking questions.
Rose says, do you think Sorry Silk could be crinkled?
I don't know, but I have some here. I shall try it and see. I've got a roll of Sari Silk here that I bought in cream so I could dye it. I'll crinkle it, Rose, and I'll get back to you on that one. I'll do it really, quickly, so you won't have to hang around waiting for very long. Right, there you go, guys. I hope you like them. Do you like them?
I like them, I think.
Oh, that's great.
Louise, thanks you for your streaming. Much fun.
Thanks for joining me. Thank you, Paula, for joining us. I hope you join us again. Thank you, Misty and Sharon and Jen. Oh, it's lovely to have you, Jen. Right, okay. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Rhoda. The birds make the card. Yeah, they do. I mean, without the birds, it's nothing. I am nothing. Yeah, it just dawned on me that birds are what I need on that heart. Like lovebirds. Like Jen and Mike. Okay, guys, I'll see you soon. I'll endeavour to put as many videos as I can out in the week. Mr. F, I really think, is going to do one this week. And that will subsequently lead on to me doing things. But, I still want to be carrying on with this draw because I don't want to be doing this when I'm 90. And at the minute, it's kind of looking like that might be the case. And the infinity journals, I don't want to just stop doing them because then they'll never get finished and they're quite pretty. And I know a lot of you have bought them in the raw state and, you're looking for inspiration for them. So I hope that I can find the time to carry on with them as well to keep you inspired with your infinity journals. And there's the draw and then there's the Mr. P. Yeah, well, it could be Mr. P. The Mr. F project. So one way or the other, you'll be seeing plenty of us this week, so much so you'd be sick of the sight of us. And I'll see you for real next Sunday. Thank you all very, very much. You're all, just so kind. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.
Bye. Take care. Be safe. Be happy. Be kind. Bye.
Bye.